Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our Happy Friday show. Hi, everybody. We are live. Thank you for being with us. We're live from GE headquarters in Minnesota. Mr. HP is behind the scenes running the show with the assist of Andrea. It's great to have all this help around here. So, of course, thank you for being here, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you keep commenting throughout the show, answering questions, because we have a live winner at the end. So the more you comment, the better chance it is that you can win. And of course, if you're new around here, make sure you select that subscribe button, click on the subscribe button on YouTube, and like our page on Facebook. Yes, it is Friday. So exciting to have Friday, and it's a new month. So as we do every Friday, we kick it off with a little good old refreshment. So this month, last month we focused on martinis for February, so I thought we would do a category of cocktails this month called sours. Don't worry, it's better than the name kind of expresses. What a sour means, it's pretty much you have a liquor or a spirit mixed with citrus, any kind of citrus, and then there's a sweetener of any form. So that's usually shaken up. Sometimes they shake it up with an egg white, which I'm a little passive on. So this first one is a favorite of mine. I added a little twist to it, of course, the goody twist. But today's cocktail is an amaretto sour. Yes, delicious. It is. If you love amaretto as much as I do, which is an almond liqueur, it's really just, that's the focus. We add some lemon juice. You actually could do lime juice if you prefer lime juice. It adds a little different twist on it. Just a teaspoon of simple syrup or agave. And then you have to put a cherry in there and a little splash of club soda or sparkling water. Really freshens it up for me. You know, if you order this at a bar, sometimes they put an egg white in there and shake it up and it has like really frothy top. And so I think the sparkling adds that freshness and fizz of what the egg white usually does. But I did buy myself some vegan, it's not vegan egg white, but it's to put in cocktails to make that froth. And I haven't tried it yet, but maybe I'll try that. So cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. And I have my Irish themed glass. Cheers, Mr. HP.
Cheers.
Do you have your glass? Because what does yours say? May you always have love in your heart and wine in your glass.
Let the shenanigans begin.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. That's the word of the day, I guess.
Oh, I guess. Cheers, everybody. And I saw a recipe. If you wanted to make this a non-alcoholic drink, you can actually find almond syrup. It's what they put in like coffee. And so put some pineapple juice, some almond syrup, and then lemon juice. Shake it up, and then top it with either sparkling water or even Sprite, and you'll get a really nice amaretto type drink. So something we do every Friday too is Mr. HP lets us peek into his dictionary of sometimes very odd words. What is the word of the day?
They're not odd to me.
No, not at all. Not at all. And some are not odd to me either. But sometimes it's just something that really speaks to you that day, right?
Yeah. Today, since we had such a good Zoom.
Yes. Zoom day yesterday was for class packs.
I figured the perfect word.
And we're back at home with everybody.
Would be community.
This is the perfect word.
A great community.
Yeah, this is actually a part of our mission statement here at GE Designs, is to create community. And we have a great community here inside the building and creating the community out there for quilters inclusive, where we just want to spark joy in what we're doing, whether that is, you know, sewing, our quilt-alongs, our videos. Just create joy, right? So thank you.
Love
That's
it.
great. Community.
Yeah. Love it.
Love, love, love that. Okay, the quilts on the set today are from my Zoe, part of the class packs. These are the Zoe quilts I made. This is the one that I made from the Nutmeg bundle. So I made both a Katrina and a Zoe. And I did mine. It's a longer lap size, 2 borders. Can you see it? It's beautiful. And then so with the Zoe class packs, they were able to make 72 blocks. So if you add 2 rows to the lap size, you get that longer lap size. And then you have 12 blocks left to make a table runner. So this is my Nutmeg one. And then there's my one that I made from the Dandelion Wishes fabrics, my black and white Zoe with like that touch of gold. So love them both. So I can't wait to start seeing all the different Zoes. But another Friday segment that we all love is, of course, our show and tell. So let's take a look at some of your amazing quilts and keep sharing them in Gudrun's Quilt Crew. But here's our Friday show and tell. We will start it off with a beautiful Ava quilt by Bobby, actually a set of Ava quilts. So way back we did a quilt along for Ava, and I gave you an alternate layout to do the vertical layout, and this is 1 vertical, 1 regular. I love it. So this one is made with 10-inch squares and 2.5-inch strips. Then you add that background. Super cool quilts. I love the matching quilts. Good job. Next up we have an algorithm made by Kelly. And I wish I knew what the horse's name was. This is an awesome photo. I love it. He's so curious.
That's Roscoe.
It's Roscoe?
Yeah.
That's not a horse name. Not really a horse name. Well, maybe. Race horses have really odd names anyways. That was a sidetrack. Let's keep going. Keep it going. Janice made this awesome tailor. Looks like beautiful. Oh, it is Christmas fabrics. And what a perfect way to just throw it in the snow. Yep, we got plenty of that around here. Then we have Nancy's Grab and Go Tote. I love this one. I love the blue polka dot. It's one of our coated fabrics. And then that's a goodie but oldie fabric line, Lakeside something. It was for the Minnesota kind of themed fabrics. Love it, love it, love it. Then we have a coral made by Dorinda, all reds, and then this beautiful light gray background. I love this. This pattern looks different in every fabric you guys make it in, so it's so much fun to see. Very cool. Then we have Akira, made by Alma. I love this. I love that. So this is what happens when you use a solid background, a single background for half of your squares, and always alternate. And I love the effect where it's really light. The darks are really light, so it really kind of fades. It has this really cool modern effect. I love it. Good job. And then we have a Haunted Eve. This one's made by Rose. This one, she omitted the borders. I think that's really cool. Maybe she hasn't done them yet, but this is one of my favorites, one of the favorite quilt kits that we put together. So such an easy and fast quilt to make. I literally put them together in an hour and a half. Okay, then we have a Strip Ahoy. That's a quilt that we don't see very often. This is one of my oldest strip patterns, but I really, really love it. Strip Ahoy, maybe 2.5 inch strip, is a single pattern. I have a version of this in the second Stripology book where it's made with 1.5 inch strips. So it's tiny, tiny, but this one's made by Jean. So love, love that. Looks like she used up a lot of different strips and fabrics. And we're gonna move on to Susan's quilt. This is Lexi. I love the monochromatic Lexi, all blues. You can see the differences though, the very slight shade difference in the fabrics, and that just gives it all the movement. Such a cool quilt. Next up is Stephanie's Strips and Salsa. Strips and Salsa by Stephanie. Beautiful. So different from it's a single pattern, 2.5 inch strip pattern again. She did add some sashing between the rows, which is always a cool idea, and always possible, of course. There is actually sashing, but in my quilt I just use the background fabric, but it's great to kind of emphasize it with a different color. So great job, everybody. Thank you for sharing your quilts. Make sure you keep that up. Share them in our Facebook group, Gudrun's Quilt Crew, and we will keep sharing those beautiful, beautiful creations of yours. Yay, thank you. All right, so let's recap the week. We had a wonderful show on Wednesday, One Yard Wednesday. Colleen gave us some beautiful new fabrics on a super discount. Well, they're not new fabrics, but they're great fabrics. So this week was 3 new fabrics are in our One Yard Wednesday sale or special. They're $7.99 a yard. And the 3 fabrics are the Botanical Birds in this really nice brownish charcoal background. Beautiful silver gray pin dot by Kaufman. And then a Maywood Shadow Play in the beautiful rusty red color. They all go perfectly together for whatever you want to do, whether that is just a placemat or she made the trivet as well. And you can see how those colors play together in one of the quilts we made, one of the Sammy quilts we made. Sammy, this one is made with more fabrics from the Botanical line, but you can see the Botanical Birds there. All you got to do is throw in some more grays and different hues of those brownish grays and accent it with that red. And you can throw in that silvery gray in there too. Look how beautiful. I love the effect and love this quilt, how it turned out. So great ideas. Snatch them up while you can. I know we were getting low on some of them, and there are still a few left from previous weeks, so we will keep them in that grouping. So all you got to do is go to our website, and there's a 1 Yard Wednesday button, and you can see the selections that are still available, and then you can also see the newest show. Just play it right from there. It's a great place to do it. And we will be putting together now always a blog post that goes with the 1 Yard Wednesday show to get you all the information of the different things that Colleen shows you, the ideas on how to use the fabrics. So beautiful job, beautiful job. All right, moving on to our first G-Easy Class Pack Volume 1. We finished it out this week. March 1st, Wednesday, was our last Zoom day of the series. And it was bittersweet because it's been a wonderful journey, but it was a thrilling day for us to hear all the feedback from everybody and the beautiful comments, and everything was so positive. So there will definitely be Volume 2 coming. Now, everybody wanted to just have Volume 2 be happening next week. Wasn't that funny? How they all wanted to do that?
They're like, can we start that right away,
Yeah,
please?
I know. Do you have it ready? Do you have it ready? And so I said, you know what? Let's just take a moment, finish your quilts, and take a breath. We got retreat coming up this end of the month, and there will be a strip along in April to be announced later. But so maybe a little
What
bit
else?
further down the line.
What else? What else?
What else? What else?
What else?
Chill,
More.
chill.
More. What else?
Cheers. So maybe sometime, early spring, you'll hear about a Class Pack Volume 2. Volume 2. But I did go and, a lot of the folks are still working on their Zoes. Zoe is quite a bit more time consuming than the Katrina quilts, but so many of you already had it done. So I pulled together a little slideshow. So take a look at some of these Zoe quilts that are at least atop or close to it. And then we will do a little bit later on, we'll post some photos of finished quilts. But take a look at these beautiful, different looking Zoes. All right, this was not the slideshow I was going to show you. I realized halfway through when I looked on the screen that those were blocks, not quilts. But you know what? It's Friday. Cheers, everybody. I did find the other one, which is not that long, so we might play it later if you're okay with it. But I wanted to talk about something else that I forgot to talk about in the beginning. Today is National Irish Whiskey Day. Whiskey? I only had one sip. Oh, I only had one.
How many sips have you had over there?
National Irish Whiskey Day. But I thought since Friday lands on St. Patrick's Day, we need to move National Irish Whiskey Day to
Whiskey.
the 19th. In our show, we are. But also, it is National Cold Cuts Day and National Canadian Bacon Day.
I got a question about Canadian bacon.
Like, that's so silly. Like, is there a day where you just eat that stuff?
Did the Canadians create Canadian bacon or someone else?
I think Americans named it. Canadian bacon is not bacon. It's ham. It's the silliest thing. It was very confusing to me when I moved here to the States. Canadian bacon, is it any different than just ham?
It's not really ham. It don't taste like ham.
Kinda. It's probably not smoked as much, but it's kind of like ham.
Okay.
All right, everybody out there, and I apologize to Canadians why it got named that. I don't know if it was named in Canada or the United States. That would be a good trivia question.
Pat Pig said Canadian bacon is ham.
It is ham. Yeah, it's not bacon.
No.
The other, it's also Dress in Blue Day. I'm kind of in blue. It's a really dark navy blue.
Awesome.
On accident.
I don't got no blue on.
You don't have no blue.
No.
Okay, so I want to show a little sneak peek to you guys before we play that real slideshow of actual Zoe quilts. And this one you might be really excited about, some of you that are coming to our retreat. You know, out in the warehouse, boxes are being stuffed. You probably have seen some shipping labels, like you've gotten a tracking number already, but please don't start tracking yet because the packages will all be picked up next week together. Takes a while to pack all those boxes. But I have something to show you.
Why are you showing them?
It's a little
up.
booklet that comes with your box. So should we look inside? No, we're not going to look inside. This is what you want to find right away when you open that box. But promise, no sharing anything on social media, no photos of what's inside your box. Keep it a secret. We want everybody that is participating to have the fun surprise of opening their box, going through it, seeing what we'll be doing. And then, of course, about a week before retreat, you will have the cutting and unboxing video in your account from me. So, but something to look forward to. Yay! All right, should we watch the real slideshow? Oh, here's a whole post.
Did you read that?
Canadian bacon. The main thing that separates these breakfast staples is where they come from on a pig. Ham comes from the back legs, specifically the thighs and rear end, while Canadian bacon comes from the back.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, thank you, Connie. I learned something today.
Would you rather eat
Now
the
I
back
just feel bad for the pig.
or the back end?
I finally found an amazing vegan bacon made by Good Earth. Oh, I've got a couple brands. I make my own coconut bacon, too. It's good. If you want that crunchiness on the top. Okay, let's not talk more about bacon. Let's watch some awesome Zoe. So you may have seen in the previous slideshow some of those blocks. And now here are some of the quilts. You know, some of them are just tops. Some of them are still on the design wall, but they are in the final layout. But you'll see all the various different layouts that this quilt offers and the different colorways and the different backgrounds, how people chose them. Is really awesome to see the difference because sometimes you can't even tell that it's the same pattern. You ready, Mr. HP? All right, let's go. There it is, beautiful quilts, and there are many, many, many more in process. So we're going to have to wait patiently, and I'm so excited to see it all come together. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, he just told me like 15 seconds before it ended, don't talk, I'm turning your mic on. It's like somebody tells you don't laugh, and then you laugh. And I had such a hard time not talking.
It was really challenging for you.
You know,
I
when
just
you
ordered
tell
a
me not
pizza.
to do something, I'm the one, don't touch this button. I'm going to push it and see what happens.
I just ordered a pizza with Canadian bacon.
What?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
on its way.
Okay. I
Just
guess we
watching it.
can't talk about food on this show because
Why not?
it has, well, then we always have to try it or eat it. It makes our brains go that way.
True.
So let's just talk about fabric instead, right? I have beautiful fabrics today. I have 2 bundles. One is a very themed novelty bundle. It is only 8 pieces, so 8 pieces. But raise your hand if you're a golfer or know a golfer. I know that previously when we had golf fabrics, they flew out and disappeared instantly. So we have new golf fabric. This one is called FORE. F-O-R-E. I would yell it out, but it'll probably blow out the mic. So, so this one is a beautiful golf course scene. And I love the softer, it looks almost vintage, the images, so softer colors. We gotta have golf balls and tees, of course. Love the colors in that as well. We have the golf carts and the golf bags with the flags and the umbrellas on this gray background. And, of course, my favorite, a beautiful typography print on the gray background with the blue. Birdie, golf ball, punch shot, double bogey, around the tree, back 9, in the drink. Oh, in the drink. Down the fairway, 19th hole. I'm not a golfer, so I don't know all these terms, but I think this is great. And I love this print. This is my favorite. Love it. I love the blue. Could do so much with that one. Then we have the golf carts on the blue background. Golf carts and golf bags. And this is a beautiful shade of blue. Bring in some green. Gotta have a little bit of green. And I love this print, kind of this offset or on point grid with all these little things in it. Argyle print in there too. And then the blue golf balls and tees. So just 8 prints, beautiful combination. And then we have one more print that is available in 1 yards, and that is the typography print in a lighter background but multicolor prints. So the actual text is multicolored. Love this one. So my fabric pull, we start with some of the blue. So there's a lot of teal in this. So we'll start with a Jack Sapphire, the darkest blue. And then this one is a perfect match here. This is color wash textured indigo. Matches perfectly here. And then a little directional action. The moonscape in the marlin is beautiful with it as well. Then we have other colors that are more on the grayer side. So I did a dark and a light. The grunge smoke, great for the dark. And then the gray chalk and charcoal, a lighter textured print. Now, of course, I had to have some green. There's green in here, so I chose 2 colors. There's some darker hues of green, so I brought the grunge and the pine for the darker hues. And then there's some more light green, almost lime. Well, this is canvas kiwi, which is like a perfect match with the light green colors. And then we had to have some sand. I mean, had to have some bunker fabric. So Provisions linen looks exactly like that, so we had to include that. It is prevalent throughout all the prints, so it works great. And as far as a light print to use as background, we could do Spectrastatic Dust. That looks like you brought some sand home with you on your white floors. white tiles, or if you want to go pure white, because the golf balls are, of course, very white, there's the Century White balls, which is perfect, look like golf balls. So there it is, the pull for four. Four, F-O-R-E, exclamation. I love it. How many golfers are watching?
A few said
I mean, golfing takes.
there's a bar at the 19th hole.
Oh, what was it called? The drink?
Oh, a lot of folks.
Now
just
I
said
don't remember the phrase. I have to find it.
19th hole is with clubhouse.
Oh, 19th hole is the clubhouse. Oh, that would be where I'd be hanging out. I love it. Well, if you're a golfer, it takes away from the time away from quilting. I love it. Oh, you always hit a hole in one with your fabric pulls. I love it. Thank you. All right, the second line we have is called Spring Flowers. Spring Flowers, and this is a Lewis and Irene, 12 pieces. I love this. Spring Flowers, we need them. I know they're kind of far away still here in Minnesota, but elsewhere we're seeing them coming, even in Atlanta when we were there. It's kind of starting to pop up. So we'll start with this main print, and this is a very colorful line, but beautiful spring flowers. Really love this, and I love always the vibrancy of the Lewis and Irene fabrics. So we're going to go into this beautiful warm red with all the different flowers, just a little bit of, there's a ladybug and some butterflies, and then there's a little snail. It's a cute one. It's a cute one. Doesn't look like, too much like a ugly bug. Then we have ladybugs on the red, a nice kind of orangey red. We have a tone-on-tone pink in there to tie in with all the pinks throughout the prints. I love this kind of tone-on-tone of the base print. It's kind of viney flowers. We have the main print on this taupe background, taupe caramel color background. And then we go into more of the blues. We have this small floral on the light blue aqua colored background. We have the ladybugs, that same tone, and the tone-on-tone print in the blue. And then the smaller multi-colored floral on that same color. And then we go into a little bit of the darker blues, kind of a bluebell color, cornflower color. I love this. It's kind of a little bit of lilac to it, and then we have that same print here. And then finish off with the main print in the darkest blue. So really beautiful. And they are nice and bright, but still not like super bright. So we're so ready for this time of year, but it's not like screaming neon. It's just beautiful color. So we'll start with the blues on this side here. We'll start with the darkest and the spotted sapphire for the darkest blue. And then we have a bumbleberries. Of course, those are Lewis and Irene in the perfect cornflower color. Has the lights and the darks. Going into the more aqua tones, bumbleberries and the sea blue. And then the Dash Flow Aruba is great. We have some pink. Bumbleberries in the summer pink is the perfect pink to go with this one, and it matches all the pinks in the line. For some of the reds, I did two tones, the Grunge Scarlet, and then a warmer tone, the Sugar and the Ruby. Really bright, very yellowish red, beautiful color. And then to add some more black if you wanted to, we have the Spotted and the Celestial Onyx, or the Spectacular Black. This is Art Gallery. Has little dots of gray in it or taupe, so it would blend in nicely. Now for accents, well, I have one more line, one more color. I wanted to pull in more of this caramel taupey brown, or khaki. We have the floral elements in the khaki, and then also the slow stroll crossing stripes. This was a part of our color club, so this would also mix in very nicely. We have one yard that is from the line that is another beige one. This is the Spring Flowers Ladybirds on this taupey background, so that is a 1 yard, not in the bundle. For a background for this, I would probably go white, just so that all of these colors would stand out. If I were to choose a dark background, which is really cool too, I would probably go with black and then leave the black floral out of it. Use it for something else. But here's a nice white. The canvas and the whitewash would be great. And then if you wanted to do one of the quilts that requires a focus color, like our Amelie Supersized, then I would go with a green. The Dimples Fern is perfect for all these greens, or a bright yellow. So the Dimples Raja would be perfect to stand out from all of the other ones. So gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. Spring Flowers by Louise and Irene. Somebody's asking, do you have a bundle of bumbleberries? We always used to do that when they did their releases. We did a fat quarter bundle with the 20 new colors. But we have some news from Louise and Irene. They are not doing the seasonal releases anymore. Starting this summer, I believe, yeah. The next release of bumbleberries will be, they will have 40 colors that will stay the same all the time. And I am very excited about that because they would release 20 colors in the spring, 20 in the fall, and then a really great one that blended with so many things would be discontinued. So I really like the idea that they are going to be constant going forward, and we will of course carry all the colors. All the colors. All right, we have a couple more things that I wanted to show you. We have a new charm pack. We don't do a lot of pre-cuts, but I love to pick them up if they have would work really well in one of our little patterns, the little table runners, and this one is really beautiful and fun theme. It's called Stateside and has all the states. I love the typography print. This is a Sweetwater, and the prints are all, they're kind of red, white, and blue, and so a little patriotic theme, but they're all very small scale, which I love for our little patterns. So they would work perfectly, just a little taupe in there, and they would work perfectly for those little runners to make a little tabletop or a runner for the summer, for the holiday. And last but not least, we have lots of beautiful new 108s. We have some new ones from Art Gallery. We have not carried them before. These guys are just gorgeous. So we have, I think, 3 different ones. And the hand on this fabric is just like the Art Gallery fabrics. It is luscious. So sleeping under this would be like sleeping under the best Egyptian cotton sheets. Very, very nice. Love this one. This is Hillside Meadow. And these are prints that we're going to be able to carry for a while. So I just started off with a few, and if you like them, we'll start carrying more. Mindful Paths. We have Laurel and the Sienna, and our 108s, they come in either a 3-yard cut, so which then the whole piece measures 108 by 108 inches. So, and then we also carry them in 1-yard cuts. So this is 36 by 108 inches wide. So it's great to use it up, and it's beautiful, great fabric, so you could use it in the front of your quilt. Another one is Deco Stitch in the Cloud. We have this in our 1-yards, but notice the scale is different. The scale is different on the 108s because it's a larger scale. So it's not, even though it's called Deco Stitch Cloud, it's not exactly the same print as we have in 1-yards because it's a larger scale. So these, oh, one more. Oh, this one is gorgeous. Aqua di Rose. Aqua di Rose. Did I pronounce that right, Andrea? kind of look at this. Oh, it's just beautiful. So it has these rows of beautiful roses. So this would be just luscious for a back of a quilt, wouldn't it? So this is from Art Gallery. We have some new ones from Wilmington as well. Our popular dry brush in dark blue, medium, and then dark gray. We're starting with these colors, and like I said, testing it out. If you like just a nice texture for your backs, this would be a great option. And so if you like these, we can add in more color. So these are brand new. And I have one other great thing to share that is brand new on the website today. And that is we are now carrying batting. A few different types of batting. You can find it on our website. It has its own little bar in the selection bar. It says batting, interfacing, and fusibles. So you'll find all of our batting, interfacings, and fusibles in that link. So check it out. We have polyester batting, we have cotton blends, we have cotton batting, we have wool batting, we have very thin drapey batting, different things going on, and we try to offer all the sizes. So if you can't find something, just send us a quick email to the help, and we will consider adding it to our selection. Are you going to carry the new Tula Pink coming out in June? Yes, it is on order. Yes, yes, yes. I believe so. I have to double check. When you catch me on a live show, when I have 1,000 things in my brain, I can't always remember what I did a few months ago, let alone yesterday sometimes. All right.
No comment.
No comment on that?
No.
Okay. Well, do you have a live winner, Mr. HP?
You always do that. You just call
Did
me
you-
Mister. Hey,
Mr.
Mister.
HP. It just came a little later.
We got a
Let
winner.
me just have a sip.
Have a
Cheers,
sip.
honey.
Drum roll. Happy Cloud.
Kathy Klein, yay!
It's your time.
Swan. Oh, you're rhyming today. Is your cocktail finished? Is that the reason?
No
Maybe.
comment.
No comment? Okay, so Kathy, congratulations. $25 gift card is yours. Just send us an email to help@gequaltoScience.com, and we'll get you that gift card right away. We have our shows next week. March 7th is our Tipsy Tuesday show. Of course, don't miss that one. And then March 8th is our One Yard Wednesday. And then, of course, Happy Friday next week, March 10th at 12 p.m. Central. And it's going to be a little bit of a surprise what you get on next Friday's show.
Ooh.
Yes, it's going to be a surprise. But that's it for us. We have to get back to packing some retreat boxes. So if you will excuse us, and I guess you have to go eat your pizza.
Canadian bacon pizza.
I don't know.
The back of the pig.
Oh, okay. I'll just eat my salad. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and we will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.